Hello everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whichever one it is for you. I'm High Five. Today we're going to take a look at a little mod called Albion Forests of Whiterun. As you can tell, there's just a little bit of a Fable inspiration behind it. And that's because that's exactly what it's aiming to do. It's aiming to bring that feel that you get from Fable, like the original Fable, and maybe a little bit of Fable too, to Skyrim. And the best place to do that is Whiterun, because Whiterun is really bloody empty, actually, as it turns out. So if you've been playing Skyrim for as much as I have, and I'm not going to tell you just how many hours I've put into this game, it's a lot. The issue then is that you've probably kind of learned where everything is in the Whiterun hold. Now the problem with that is that if you keep playing the game over and over again, eventually you start getting a bit bored. However, if you just spruce up the environment a little bit, you can breathe quite a bit of new life into places that normally you're just like, oh, I'm just gonna rush to that place, rush to this one. And instead, you get to enjoy the game in a whole new light. So, this is where this mod comes in. As you can see, forests have been put around pretty much everywhere. Well, except the area around Whiterun itself. So, all of this here is still mostly free real estate for mods like JK, Capital Whiterun, all of that stuff, right? So in the showcase today, we're going to just basically ride all the way to Rorikstead, because the mod adds about 2,000-ish trees from all the way from Valtheim Towers to Rorikstead and Oratheim and all of those places. But it also skirts all the way around. So Silent Moon's camp, for instance, all of that is there's trees there. The reason there's pop-in is because I haven't actually run Dined Lod yet, so I haven't generated LODs for the trees just yet. However, in the final release, they might be there. Anyway, let's keep having a look around. So there are a couple of issues, notably, so the trees all do have collision, which there are ups and downs for. So obviously it means that you're not going to see things running through the trees, because, you know, they can't. It also means that trees will stop, you know, projectiles, all of that stuff. So what you'd expect from trees. They also have animated leaves, just like any other tree. Not very visible right now because the wind is a bit low. But as you can see, they massively changed the atmosphere around. Normally you'd be going around in this boring brown place, or, you know, if you've got lots of foliage mods, you know, lavender fields, whatever. But this gives you that real feeling of being in a forest again, which normally you only get in like Falkreath or Riften, but I don't know, it's just Whiterun needs some love too. And yes, there are alternatives. You can use Boreal Forest of Whiterun or the Great Forest of Whiterun. These are all very good mods. The only thing is, they mostly add pine trees and spruces and things of that type. So they make them look like, you know, northern cold places. Whilst here, we've got all of these oaks and ash trees. Make it look like it's a much more fantasy setting, effectively. Anyway, let's keep running around and stop flapping gums. So there have been trees placed more or less everywhere. Well, you know, you can see it everywhere here. Great care has been taken to not delete any nav meshes, to not mess with the spawns of mud crabs in particular. Let's deal with that one. So compatibility is somewhat mixed. So obviously there's going to be compatibility issues with other mods, because, well, you don't add 2,000 trees to the tundra without causing compatibility issues. There are also frame drop issues, because the trees themselves are in 2K, but the base that they're on, those rocks there, they're 4K. And when you got 2,000 or so of those placed around the place, it's gonna have an impact on your FPS. So currently with my my setup as it stands, I'm looking at on average 66 FPS. This is with Rudy ENB, with Obsidian Weathers, and generally, yeah, there's quite a lot of things that will affect FPS right now. Otherwise I should be sitting about 100 or so without those. Let's just ignore the drug dealer there. Okay, so as you can see, all of the roads, like, great care has been taken not to overlap onto the roads. All of the trees have they've all been individually placed so as to actually blend as much as possible. Some extra stuff as well, so some extra clutter here, like dead trees. That stuff's been placed as well. Where do we have other stuff? So certain areas on the map have had large trees put there, larger than usual, just so that you can see certain landscapes. Landscapes? Wrong word, sorry. So you can see landmarks, that was it, not landscapes. That's much better. Anyway, let's crack on. We're not too far from Rorikstead now. As you can see, the trees, yeah, they're still popping in and stuff. We've got a couple of dead ones around here because you get, like, certain places you get necromancers and stuff. So it varies a little bit more that way. Anyway, let's keep going. So if there's things that you don't recognise texture-wise and all of that, that's because I'm using my own mod list here. Let's see. So some trees have been added to the bleed over areas. So, ooh, janky. Let's ignore the thalmor. Hello, Mike. So as you can see in the biome bleed over areas, a few trees have been carefully placed, not to look like a massive forest or anything, but just you can see that it's the end of the biome. Let's go around here for a bit. We're really close to Aurora, so you can just see it down there in the distance. So, avoiding predators. There we go. It's, you could say that about a lot of things in life, couldn't you? Anyway, moving on. So, in terms of compatibility, there are a couple of mods which are just compatible straight out of the box. So, in the case of Fuzzbead's giant camps, they're all directly compatible. There's no patches needed, there's no overlaps, there's no clipping objects. That's all working fine and dandy. Other than that, we've also got, let me think here, so Rin's Watchtower is 100% compatible. I had some clipping issues when I first looked at the mod, but they're all resolved now. So, whoopsie daisy. The base assets for the mod are using the Forests of Lorwyn mod, which has open permissions to use those assets, which is very nice of them. So as you can see here, I've got the giant camps thing from Fuzzbead, and there's no glaring issues. Yeah, there's a couple of branches going in there, but it's fine. Right, so let's have a look. We've reached our destination. You can see that there's a couple of fallen trees here and there. Might as well go all the way to Orathime to finish off the video real quick. Up. We're going to avoid that area because it's usually attacked by bandits. Okay, so as you can see, we've got our oak trees mixed with ash trees. They're a bit more sparse around here because it's the kind of the end of the biome, so to speak. There we go. Yeah, as you can see, I said it before, but I need to generate new logs with Dindolod. Up. There we go. So yeah, that's the mod. Let's have a look. Did I sort of cover everything there? Yeah. Hope you enjoy the mod, guys. And yeah, have fun.